This is a Frank podcast.
Warriors Life Podcast 2026, episode 17. Will and Brad here with you. We'll switch sides. I hope it hasn't thrown you too much. And no Fonz today. He's pulled up a bit crook overnight, I think. So given the age of his kids, I'm thinking some kind of gastro type thing. They're pretty much run of the mill, Brad.
Him and Pinky in bed just scrapping over who's going to tidy up that kid's room after they've spewed. Nothing worse than two parents going down at once. That is the worst case. Oh, what's actually wrong, or is that all the information that you've given? TBC?
TBC. So you haven't actually got
haven't got a comeback day.
I see is already confused here with the switch of sides, but nevertheless, brought to you by Kingz Container Crew as always, and they are the best container crew outfit out there throughout Australia and New Zealand. Head to Kingz Container Crew for your container packing and unpacking solutions. Devanning specialists, all round great people, and if you want to get a gig on that team, hit to jump on the Work With Us tab. Also brought to you by PlaceMakers. And I don't have the jingle lined up. Here we go. Yeah,
nice.
Fonzie's actually messaged in. He's watching live. G'day, Fonz.
Oh, awesome!
He can confirm gastro. So yeah.
It is gastro.
PlaceMakers, your experts in the trade in New Zealand since 1981, and they're your know-how can do people. There's a good PlaceMakers yarn on Friday beers, Brad. But been there, popping there today on your way back to work after a long weekend.
Had we been there, Nat, we had to, because remember last week we had hand augured the machine auger 100 pile holes for a retaining wall. Remember I was talking I can't remember what one I was telling you, but the client liked them so much that he ordered another 50 holes. So we're in there today getting a few more piles. Yeah. The old boy's absolutely knackered. I could fall asleep any minute. So just watch out for me tonight. Yeah, it's just shaking the shit out of me. So, but that's the end of it. I've called in troops tomorrow. I've got Officer Doofy coming in.
So how did that work? So you're building a retaining wall. I thought, you build a retaining wall for whatever you need the retaining wall for. He thought your wall was so amazing. He's
put another one.
For a longer one.
Can you put a retaining wall above that one you've already dug out? So we're working over top of the old holes that are filling in, and heaps of fun at New Form building at the moment. But it's all good. To be honest, it's right down by the beach. I'm talking it up a bit. So the house is pretty much built on a sand dune. Hit a bit of clay, but it's still the sheer numbers. It's the quantity of numbers.
You just about head down with your bucket and pail.
So no, that's what I've been up to. How about you? Nice. You're only just coming right after a bit of a bender, I hear.
Yeah, a bit of a footy catch up on with the long weekend, so a bit dusty, but getting back to the land of the living. And big late one actually on Saturday, reporting on the Warriors win over the Dolphins. One of those games I think that looks way better on reflection. Both you and I probably at odds with a lot of the fan base, but found that a tough watch, scrappy game. But one of those ones that you're really happy to get the 2 points with, and pretty gritty, bit more gritty, and I guess different qualities required to get the job done than some of their other wins this season. The only genuinely close game they've been involved in at all this year, win or lose. Good to see them sort of close it out, hold their nerve, defend like their lives depended on it, and get the job done. 7 and 6 and 2?
6 and 2. Yeah, that's a good spot to be. And 3 weeks ago, I think we were looking at this trot of what looked like easy games. We knew we were going to drop one, and that could have easily been one we dropped. It was gross. It was ugly on the eye. It was very gross. Couple of heartening things. They didn't score after the 19th minute, did they? Another point.
They got three unanswered tries and some pretty shaky, soft goal line defense. But then they tightened up and and did have to defend their line quite a bit. Dolphins, as we know, got a lot of firepower, and I thought it was really impressive effort to hold them out after that, particularly the second half. They had a lot of ball down our end, and we trailed for most of that second half until Tane zipped over, and had a few nervous moments towards the end, especially with Dallin having a bit of a meltdown in the last 10 minutes, penalties and drop ball coming out of territory. But they backed up those errors and penalties and never really looked like conceding. There wasn't anything too dodgy there.
That helped us in the weekend. Dolphins attack, there was nothing going on. Did they split us? And they done very well to the Warriors. We'll start getting to the gripes soon. Let's talk about the good stuff. They done very well at getting in Farnworth's face and frustrating him. I've never seen Farnworth sort of agitated on the field like that and sort of a bit put off. They bullied him a bit and got under his skin, and it sort of ruined his game a bit, I thought. Yeah,
he got that very cheap kick and chase try, and it's like, here we fucking go. Herbie's on again. But he didn't really feature after that. Similar, I think, the Hammer, he was kept in check, and he's such a dangerous ball runner. I thought Katoa was bustled, as were our halves. Like, it wasn't an easy night to be a half there, but I thought that Katoa, it's the sort of game that he could have really dictated terms because their pack was on top. Set distance, I think it finished about 41-36 in the Dolphins' favour. During the first half, it was almost a gap of 10 metres, and it really felt like that. Katoa's kicking from halfway or beyond. Felt like Boyd was having to pump it from the 40 every time the Warriors carted it up. And
Katoa's kicking was incredible, wasn't it? Just that extra 10-15 each time. I thought his game was incredible. One thing that worked in the Warriors' favour, I reckon, there was a lot of positional changes prior to that game by the Dolphins. They seemed to swing quite a few players to cover one position. Who was it that went into 5'8"?
Trey Fuller, and he was
Fuller and
got stuck in. He was quite good.
Yeah, so I think that helped us. But Jesus, I know people say, we didn't deserve to win that. It was a shit game. Did the Dolphins deserve to win it either, though?
I thought they were really good. Like, I loved how physical they were. A team that is probably renowned for, having a lot of flash and firepower, but not being able to get down the trenches and win a low scorer. They very nearly did.
Dropped a lot of ball.
Oh yeah, error.
They let us off the hook.
Yeah, The Bunjalung 13s on our page. Miserable watch. Couldn't believe how slow the game felt like it was going. Yeah, it was so stop-starty. Maybe it was because it was at the Cape Tin. You're used to seeing rugby union there. Felt Ken Laban's commentating. It was very rugby union-ish.
Is that who that was? Did you think he sounded pissed? The way he was... isn't it a completely new pronunciation of Rogers' last name?
Yeah. Yeah, it really emphasising one of the vowels there, and we'll come to that a bit later. I've got that tucked away for another segment.
Swear, I touched on that. Unagi, we're so late.
But it was a stop-start affair compared to, I guess, the high-scoring, free-flowing games that we've seen. Not necessarily a bad thing that it was a bit more, grindy, but a lot of penalties. I thought the ref was a little bit overzealous.
Was his mic turned up more than other refs have been throughout the year?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, It seemed very prominent. 7 penalties apiece, 26 errors, I think, across the game. So
it was like one of those Anzac Army dudes that stayed on the field and then decided to ref and start yelling and screaming at everyone as well. He never left. Put his trumpet, whipped off his pants, and then friggin' into reffing the game. Jeez, he was front and centre, that boy. Yeah. Mate, it didn't do a bad... apart from that glaring, poor old Flegler getting binned. Is it Flegler?
Yeah. So, tad unlucky, did you think, Flegler?
I think so. It was an accident, but I suppose 10 minutes is a pretty weak... It's not... It's the
and Ali did get KO'd. He was out of the game.
He was dropped.
I think if Ali gets up, there's not even anything said about it. So, say about that what you will and how you feel about, the player's injury impacting the decision that gets made, because it couldn't have been an 8-point try. It's not, in the act of scoring, so to speak. So there was nothing they could have done, put them on a report or whatever. That doesn't benefit the Warriors. And I guess because Ali goes off, Flegler goes in the bin. So, yeah, untimely for them. We didn't really capitalize on. Didn't feel like we had an extra man. Because saw a bit of criticism about the halves sort of not really playing against a 12-man team for that 10 minutes. But yeah, again, got the job done. It was an ugly 2 points, but a valuable one. It does seem like a team, ready for a bye. We've got a trip to Parramatta this week, and then a bye before that magic round trip to Brisbane to take on the Broncos. So, getting those sort of wins just as valuable, I think, as some of the more impressive performances.
Niggly teams, though, aren't they? The likes of the Dolphins and the Titans. They are. They just upset the apple cart consistently. Yeah. They are niggly teams.
It's almost a style thing. Like the Titans have had the wood on us for several years, and then we obviously got that win, but they came back late and made it quite close. That's the fifth straight Warriors Dolphins game decided by 4 points or less. So. Yeah.
Do you reckon it's almost the style we play and they play is just it doesn't mesh as a game? Because that wasn't like cohesive game that in the weekend, eh? It was so stop-starty. Everyone was dropping it. Every other minute there was some sort of stoppage for something. It was a mess of a game.
On the positive side, great crowd in Wellington. We were there for a couple of Wellington games ago in 2019, and it's probably lacking atmosphere, half full at best, but rainy, packed house there. I think, third biggest crowd in New Zealand for a Warriors game. I've heard some reports from people I know that were there, said it was awesome, and so I'm sure if you're there, probably had a bit more pizzazz.
They'll be asking for an NRL team now too, eh? Now I get one here. We sold out that game. I've already heard the rumours of it. It's like, come on, come to farm. But it was good to see the Cape Tin full like that. It hasn't been that as a New Zealander that watches a bit of different sport as well. It's the best it's looked in as long as I can remember.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. And just touching on stadiums, it's probably the most rugby union I've watched for quite some time this weekend, just to see what the new stadium here looks like on TV. And it does look pretty sick. Looking forward to getting in there with you on June 19th, is it?
June 19th, somewhere in June. The client I'm working for at the moment was June up 21st. There at that Magic or whatever those nerds call that competition they have for the weekend. But he said it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Even the food, there's no line. They've got it all, pretty streamlined. He said it's like being in an Australian stadium, and the Australians, they do a frigging great stadium, don't they? You've got to give it to them. So, he felt like he was somewhere in Australia in that stadium. So, I suppose it's no different. Canterbury, sort of another state, another Australian state, isn't it?
It felt Suncorpish from that point of view, the design and stuff, and when you getting your drinks and food, but still turn around, you can see the field. It felt like that a bit when I was there for that watch party a few weeks ago. But no, I can't wait to get in amongst it.
Everything I heard today, it's made me fizz for this. I was sort of just thinking, I'll go to Christchurch, but after hearing what he was saying about the stadium, I'm very much looking forward to parking my ass on one of those seats and enjoying a game.
Yeah, good stuff.
Brad, it is good stuff.
Yeah,
going to argue about it. It is good stuff, man.
Jeez. Yeah. I'm going to bring this segment forward a little bit, Brad, since we did touch on Ken Laban's commentary, and I'm going to tie him with tuning in. So I'll preface this with the fact that Ken Laban was brought in because the Sky commentators couldn't land due to plane stranded on the runway. So
Jesus.
That's a bit rough. But that maybe
how did he find out that? Because it was such an odd. I was baffled by the voice. I couldn't work out who it was. It was a little bit Dale Husbandish, but not quite Ken Laban. So I was
He's
thinking
more of a
just
rugby commentator.
Fuck. I can't do any admin. Well, I've just lost the top of my pen. Just spring just shot it across the room. Sorry,
let's
mate.
shut it down.
That is me done. Bugger. I'll just run that.
Do you want me to just remove you from the stream? I may as well. Cut you off. You don't have
might as well take the screen. Sorry, people out there. Is that right? That's an interesting fact. Stranded on the runway. I wonder what was wrong with the plane. Someone.
So you'll notice some cans behind me and a new logo just above me there. If you haven't heard of No Ugly, they're scientifically formulated functional beverages. They do gut health drinks, sleep drinks, focus, hydration, calm. They're all great. Low sugar, great taste. My cousin's company, and he's come to me, wanted to get the brand out there a bit more. He's got stacks of it to give away to you wonderful listeners. He heard about what a great bunch of bastards you are. And
thirsty.
And thirsty, yeah.
Really thirsty.
So got the new range, No Ugly Salty. It's still drink, not fizzy, clean.
Is this alcohol?
No. This is functional beverages, Brad. All in the name of health. Yeah, isotonic electrolyte drink, and for rapid hydration during the grind of a workout or after the sweat, just replenish yourself. It's got all your potassium, your sodium, magnesium, calcium. She's bloody good and delicious.
Wish I had No Uglies on the end of that bloody hole borer today. Wiping my brow and they should have got me for a poster or just put me on the side of a billboard up in Auckland. Just up old Tony's driveway, sculling a No Ugly after doing 6 posts.
We'll get some down to you, Brad. You'll be absolutely flying. You'll be doing 3,000 posts a day with this stuff.
Nice. Good shit.
But yeah, so we've got heaps to give away. And based on our No Ugly Salty Moment of the Week, new segment. It was going to be, I feel a bit bad now if Ken Laban was brought in at last minute, but my salty moment of the week was the disjointed commentary. Ken Laban, though, is a league man. Wainuiomata Lions legend, captained them to a title in 1990. I think he coached Wellington. I think he's currently the mayor of Porirua. But he's a league guy, yeah.
And then he goes and does some commentary. That's a mirror up there. He's got my vote.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, Kenny.
But, like Brad, you and I have commentated Test football. So, you know, what sort of preparation goes into that sort of thing. So, and nothing drives me more nuts than someone saying Chanel Tavita Harris. I mean, the guy's it was his 100th game. He's been in the NRL since 2019. How do you get it around the wrong way so often? So many people. So poor old Ken's copping it for probably my bugbear with commentary for many, many years. He did actually also add an S into Herbie Farnworth's name. I think he called Kurt Capewell Luke Capewell. But if he was coming off limited preparation, then we'll give him a pass mark, Kenny. But I'm sure he's watching plenty of league. More of a union commentator, but that was my No Ugly Salty Moment of the week. And if you've got a better one than that, message us, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're on here, DM us, and we'll pick out a winner to win a case of this stuff. That's great. We love it. Yeah.
Yes, boy. What's that flavour? I'm picking some sort of berry set up with the colours.
This is the watermelon. With the other No Ugly Salty flavor is berry. I asked them if they would consider changing it to Rocco berry flavor, but they didn't really like the connotations of it being, prone to injury.
You're trying to build athletes up, not break them down.
Yeah, so it didn't quite. So
the watermelon, no pips. Seedless?
No pips. They might be seedless around the bottom. I'll get to the
Yeah.
bottom of this and let you know, but I think it's
I hate
seedless
those watermelon that aren't seedless. It's just pain in the ass. Oh,
Try and
sweet, salty
pick them
moment.
up off the floor.
Get on board with that, listeners. I
Yeah,
like that.
so message us. You'll love it, and it's very generous of my wonderful cousin Aaron and his company there at No Ugly to reward you wonderful listeners with a bit of free stuff.
So a case a week for a couple of weeks, is it?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think more than a couple of weeks actually. So yeah, keep tuning in.
Oh, you lucky buggers.
Yeah, get into it. Yeah, also Ken Laban is Jacob's uncle, so he's a league guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Guy's chiming in here. He said that he thought that Isaiah Katoa and Jermaine Osako were the same person, both born in Lower Hutt. So, yeah. And Weez has chimed in. Halligan did the Tavita Harris thing. I'd say that he has called him Chanel Tavita Harris more times than he's called him Chanel Harris Tavita.
I reckon Daryl Halligan would argue with Chanel's parents about what way it goes around.
Yeah,
the stray dog.
Say CTH. But yeah.
It's the first time I picked up on this in the weekend too, and it wasn't until after the show. They call him Shitty. Did you notice that in the post?
Is it Shitty or Chitty?
Shitty.
Is it Shitty?
Yeah. He's saying Shitty, which is pretty rad. Shitty, CHT. Shitty.
Here's my man, Joe Butler. He's Howsy Jack's uncle doesn't know how to say RTS. It was definitely
there was something going on there. It's Sherry. It's either Sherry or Brandy. And even Montz had a bit of it at one stage. I swear he called someone the C word.
Good stuff.
But
Moving on,
Brad. Probably got dragged out of his daughter's 21st or something. No way.
Now I feel bad for him.
Yeah, yeah, and you've just made in your salty of the week. Dice chuck that line in. Now you're going to be roasting someone that's already down.
No, the commentating performance of the year from Ken Laban coming at short notice. Absolute legend. Good on you, Kenny.
8.5 on the Kingz Container player ratings.
Well, speaking of the Kingz Container Crew player ratings, I'm glad you brought that up.
Boy.
It was actually the 200th edition of it since I started.
How many hours? Is that 200 hours?
Oh, I'd say, depending on how many beers I've had, it takes between an hour and 3. Sitting there watching the other game that's on on the next screen. But yeah, so it wasn't the easiest game to. I always find those ones quite tricky to to dish out. They won, but it was a tough watch, and you don't want to be negative. But
do stats sometimes swing your opinion of once you start getting in there and look at the meters they've done and the tackles made?
Particularly
was I being just neggy because it was ugly and people were actually out there working?
Yeah, especially in the forwards when they, putting in the grind. But the two standouts and reflected by the Dally M votes for a change, actually. Tane Tuapiki, gave him an 8, I thought. Wouldn't quite say it's a breakout game for him, but 23 runs, game high 235 meters, couple of line breaks, including that match-winning try. 8 tackle breaks and safe at the back, except for one high ball, which they foolishly challenged. But I thought he was really good. Just still waiting for him to really bust defenses open, but he's doing a great job back there and had another hand in.
How many line breaks you say? Because this has been, and then old mate Mike was talking about it in the weekend.
2 line breaks, 8 tackle breaks. So I think. Yeah, it was a good step forward for him. 8 out of 10 Kingz Container Crew player ratings, as did Jackson Ford get 8 out of 10. This guy just keeps on doing it.
Joke,
unbelievable. 21 runs, 206 meters, played the entire game, 58 tackles.
Just a farm dog, eh? Just chuck back in his kennel at night, getting biff freaking 3 kg dog roll, just hoovers that down and just wags his tail waiting to go at it again tomorrow. He's ridiculous, although he's getting cocky. Was it him trying to get over? Thought he was going to sneak over from dummy.
That was
you don't sneak anywhere, mate.
Yeah, on the last year, that was a disappointing play when we had them on the rack. But other than that, I mean, you can't fault. No errors as well. Like he's really cut the errors out of his game. What a motor he's got, and it super impressive. The other ones to poll, well, Aaron Clark, couple of line breaks, 178 meters, 21 tackles. Yeah, he was really good. I thought possibly, well, maybe his most eye-catching game of the week.
Yeah.
James Fisher-Harris, I thought he keeps on getting overshadowed by Ford a little bit, but his numbers are great. 20 runs for 164 meters, 30 tackles, hand in the first try.
Every week too, eh? It doesn't fluctuate. It's just bang, 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 mechanical. Those numbers.
Numbers way up on last year, which is great to see. I thought Tanner Boyd was really good, and I've heard mixed reviews of his from the fan base and comments and that sort of thing. In a scrappy game, I thought I enjoyed that he just tucked the ball under his arm and had a snipe, 105 meters, running meters. Had a hand in a try. Long kicking game was good, and behind a pack that was struggling for meterage, and forced a dropout, line break assist. Defended well too, I thought. So
kicking boots was shit. Couple of how many did he miss? Did he miss 3 on the night?
It's only a couple, but he did bury the one to put us in front. Yeah. So I thought that was
Oh, how was just talking about those points in that? Oh, Whitaker. We had on our new pre-game show on the weekend. He said it was going to come down to goal kicking, and he picked the points. It was all but the score that it was in the weekend. Geez, didn't he do well?
Yeah, 2-point margin. He nailed it. So we have to get Aaron back. Great pod actually with Aaron. So it was a pre-game show, but it was more than that. So go and check that out. He had some great yarns with us, and some great recollections from his career for sure. So go back and listen to that one. It's got a bit of staying power, that episode. I thought on the whole everyone was sort of 5.5 to 7 in the Kingz Container Crew player ratings. If you want to look at guys that probably came a bit short, tough night for Lecker. Halasima just couldn't quite get anything going in attack. No tackle breaks. Almost grabbed a sensational try, but just come up with a little fumble at the last moment. But three penalties, 3 handling errors, and just not his night. I'm sure it'll be better for it.
Didn't stop trying. But he was front and center there for a good 10-15 minute period. It just didn't go right for him, for whether it a knock on or giving away a penalty. That's tough. Who else was down? Who in the starting?
So Dallin was looking pretty good until the last 10 minutes. Gave him 5.5 in the end. He was good try. No defensive blunders, and then that last 10 minutes really.
There's a couple of his runs, man. 1,000 mile an hour from 50 meters back, with 0 to no impact on the line. He's just the only one he's hurting is himself. It's just he's a madman for a veteran as well. Love it.
It's good stuff, and great to see him racking up the tries. 7th try in 4 games, 9 for the season. So right up there. Loffy, another couple of tries. Good to see as well. A couple of injuries though. Ali Leotawa, who I'd like to see get more involved. Only the 3 runs in his 65 minutes. Great line break, and that sort of catches your eye. He also had a nice hand in Dallin's try, but you'd like to see him be a bit more involved than 3 runs. But he'll be on the sidelines for this game, unfortunately. Category 1. Same with Mitch Barnett. That was a brutal one.
He got he was out to it, wasn't he? He wasn't well at all.
So we're not far off from Teamless Tuesday, Brad. But you thinking, Pompey straight back into Leotawa's spot?
Oh yeah, we should have been talking about this earlier than now, eh?
Than 5:59.
Old Pompey. Yeah, they will definitely. And who was? And Stowers. Is Stowers back from injury?
No, he's listed still around 11 return, so he's not back till well after the bye.
So you're thinking Nekore will come through?
Yeah, I've heard seen a couple of mentions that he's in doubt. So if that is the case. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Morgan Gannon didn't play on the weekend, so yeah, there could be a bit of a push for Kalis Fatialofa to debut. Maybe Eddie Idemia Taava as well. Is obviously probably a bit ahead of that.
Row though, or if you bring in an Eddie, where's the whole swap around?
You do kind of need a more genuine prop, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. We'll see. Apparently, team list is out, but Philip Beebe saying Dallin was on report. I didn't see him in the judiciary list. I'd have
the hip
this
drop.
morning.
That's right. And
So I thought if that was the case, that Chance would come back in at fullback and Tane would shift to that wing. He covered Dallin's wing for the first 10 rounds or so last year. Before we can we'll bring it up now, Brad, but before I talk about it, we'll see if Chance and Metcalf are both back and available. So without further ado, let's share this little lineup.
Dive into it.
Oh yeah, interesting. Okay, so
this is the new light and tasty, is it?
Tane Tuapiki at fullback, Dallin Martinez-Uzniak and Alefana Khan-Pereira on the wings, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Adam Pompey returning after a decent game in New South Wales Cup for the unavailable Ali Lautawa. Chanel Harris-Davida and Tanner Boyd in the halves, James Fisher-Harris, Wade Egan, Jackson Ford the front row, back row, Leka Halasema, Kirk Capewell, Aaron Clarkson. No changes to the pack. Interchange of Sam Healy, Tanner Stiles-Smith making an early return at a couple of weeks earlier than expected. So it's good to see. Dimitri Vamonga and Jacob Laban, the 18 and 19 or 18 and 20 is Eddie Idemia Taava and Luke Metcalf. Just sifting in there, yeah.
Well,
so
there
we'll
he
see what unfolds there. And the reserve list, Kalis Fatialofa, Tamati Martin, back and available for the first time this year. And Makai Tafua, who was, ended up as
hooker.
Yeah, so he's still in the mix. Good to see. Tackled the house down in a big loss for the New South Wales Cup team on the weekend. Interesting. Tamati, kind of the forgotten man of this whole picture, given we're kind of overstocked with halves at the moment already. And he hasn't played at all this year. Or did he play? Did he even play a trial? Can't remember.
He broke his leg in the trial, didn't he?
Yeah, was that in a trial? But
what it was.
Yeah, I mean, unlikely to come in to the side straight away. Tough to squeeze him and Luke Metcalf into a New South Wales Cup lineup for that matter, because Luke Hansen and Jet Cleary are pretty well established there. Hansen didn't play on the weekend because he was with the NRL team, but Jack Thompson doing a really good job there too. You'd think both of them need Brokers League and All Stars. That's right, from Philip Beebe. Remember that now.
There you go. Cheers, Phil.
No chance. So that neck injury is becoming a bit more of a concern. I mean, it's not the end of the world because Tane is doing a good job back there, but moving forward, what it means for Chance and the team.
Yeah, the longer he's out, it's going to be harder for him to get back in. I do like that back line's reasonably stable. Metcalf, do you reckon they might just play him if they need him and ease him back in this time? Or is he going to slip into this team last minute somewhere?
Yeah, well, we know that Fonzie was keen when he got that start against the Tigers to just play him for 30 or 40 and bring Chanel off the bench. It could depend on if they're take him to Parramatta and have him genuine in that 6-man interchange. Say we start flogging the Eels, which isn't beyond the realms of possibility. Maybe he does get a taste, bring off Chanel or Tanner, and
yeah, you're right. That last interchange is always. Sometimes they miss out on playing anything anyway, don't they? Quite often. I'm not saying all the time, but it is just maybe they do.
The the way that Healy is being used at the moment, he's just sort of coming on and finishing games rather than he's not coming on late in the first half or anything. So it could be an option to blood him, but yeah, otherwise, you want him building confidence in game time. Luke Metcalf, I'm sure he does too. I don't think he's going to usurp Harris DeVito or Boyd in the short term. So extremely interesting to see what they do with him.
I'm starting to wonder if this whole bench setup this year is really going to hurt Healy's development, and it doesn't seem to have the same sort of punch in that as he comes on anymore. And yeah, it's a shame. I think we maybe start looking at someone else in that position, especially if Metcalf's fit and you got Chanel and Tanner. I think we start looking at that number 14 jersey, something different, and even just to benefit Healy.
Yeah,
like his stock must be. He's not hardly getting the sniff. He's just getting garbage time, running out there and varying. What do you think?
Not getting the reps. Yeah, I totally agree. It's hard because if Egan went down 10 minutes in, you're like, well, great to have Healy there.
Yeah,
but is he going to be worse off? When he does get those opportunities, because he's barely been playing. He's getting 10, 15 a game. And not getting those reps. He must be a little bit shorter than the match fit. There is that option, I guess, that if a half was or hooker was to go down, Chanel can jump in there at a pinch, and Metcalf could go into the halves. Tough one to know how to navigate that. Getting Healy some game time, maybe. I'm not sure if I doubt the Warriors New South Wales Cup team have the buys at the same time. Maybe it's the plan to drop the likes of him back to Cup and get a 80-minute run or 60-minute run just to get some miles in the legs.
Looking at the Eels, though, they've actually been carrying a hooker like this too. Talon De Silva on the bench. They played the same thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I'd like to see Healy come back. He just hasn't shown those sparks like he did last year when he was pretty match fit and coming into the team sporadically rather than just sitting there waiting.
He hasn't been poor, but he hasn't had any sort of highlight moments. Interesting point that you make about Parramatta, who do run those two hookers. You sort of seem to run it more as a genuine two hooker rotation, like the Raiders do with Brayley and Starling, or did last year with Paddy and Starling. And De Silva gets a lot of game time, and a lot of clubs do run that sort of set up a team like with an elite hooker that plays most of a game, like Harry Grant, for instance. They have a Tyron Wishart as your sort of bench insurance, and then he only goes on, but someone that can play more positions, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's it. Healy, surely he can start training himself to be something else. I don't know. Is he a starting hooker anywhere in the comp, or are we going to lose him somewhere?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay to lose him, because at the moment, I doubt he's going to do this forever.
No, exactly. You do feel a bit sorry for him. And then it only takes a concussion or a injury to Egan, and he's getting some starts. So, we do have a bit of depth there. Makai Tafua, Braylon Marsh coming through the grades. Amasio Tietia as well as another one from down this way. It is tough and kind of foreshadowed by Andrew Webster earlier this year. What do we do when these guys aren't getting game time, but then you don't want to leave them out? I think. I reckon we can get by without him for 60 minutes in a game. If Egan was I reckon it could be covered better and have our hooker playing down a grade consistently, ready to rock. Cover it if Egan's out for 3 weeks. We don't need him. We don't need to cover him for 3 weeks and 60 minutes. Yeah, it might be the case with some Metcalf available and the ability to shift Chanel there, but we'll see. That Parramatta side, Brad, they're pretty rife with injuries too, but Joash Papali'i at fullback, he's doing a pretty good job there for the It's
he
the other,
is.
the young fellow who's a very similar style. Brian Kelly on the wing with Josh Adokar, who's got a great record against the Warriors, scored in his last 7 games against us. Will Penasini and Sean Russell in the centres. Ronnie Volkman, the ex-Warrior, who's had a good game.
Growing
in
in
that
confidence.
had a good game in that win against Canterbury. Liked his cover tackle against Manly in a badly beaten side.
Rocking a sick horsey too, eh? Have you seen his horsey? Yeah, that's macking, man. Yeah, he's looking good.
Paired with Mitch Moses, who has a great record against the Warriors. I think he's won 8 of his last 9 against us. The pack, Luca Moretti, Riley Smith, Junior Paulo's in good form, Charlie Geimer, Jack Williams, Jack DeBellin, and interchange talent of Silver, Saxon Pryke, the rookie Tony Mataili, Dylan Walker, another former Warrior.
Didn't he get sacked last week? Who smoked him in a tackle last week against Manly? Jeez, he got chopped. Oh, Olakuatu, I think it was. He went on a rampage for 10 minutes and just tore up the whole paddock. But yeah, I think it was Olakuatu. Yeah, Dill Walker. So he was in a sling. He was in a sling on the bench after that too. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's carrying an injury.
The rest of that 6-man bench, Kalma Tuolangi and Lorenzo Talatana.
Lamas.
They're unchanged. That squad of 19. Yeah, just as it says here, Dylan Walker named on the bench despite failing to see out the contest with an arm injury. How are you seeing this one going, Brad? The Eels, I would say, struggling despite that win against Canterbury. They're 3-5, not the worst record, but their defensive record is terrible. They just hemorrhage points. They've even in 2 of their wins, the least points they've conceded this year is 20. They've done that twice in 2 of their 3 wins. Every other game, they've conceded 32 plus points.
No shit. Oh, that makes me a bit more comfy going into it. But this 10th to 15th on the ladder this year, they're a flighty bunch, eh? They can put 60 on someone. You're still scared of them and a little bit. Yeah, so I'm not super comfortable. I've never had much, or don't feel like we've had much luck going into a bye round, carrying that 4 points through. So this is a 4-point game this weekend potentially.
It is. It feels like a danger game. It's over there, and they've beaten Brisbane this year, albeit early in the year. It was a great performance to knock over Canterbury a couple of weeks ago. Not that they're going that crash hot, but there was a team coming off a big win over Penrith. So you can't take anyone for granted. That is for sure. So in saying that, I'd rather be playing, someone that's conceding 35 a game than someone who isn't. So I'm quietly confident. We can beat them, and even if we play shit, we've proved. Well, not shit. We didn't play shit. It was just not good viewing in the weekend. And even the previous weekend, it wasn't super good. But I reckon we can eke out a win over these guys if we need to. You know what I mean? We'll be shit, and they'll do enough to be able to come out victors. I'm not confident. That Parramatta pack is probably a shade or 2 down on I think what we can produce.
What have we got there? Moretti, Smith, Polo, Geimer. Yeah, who are these dudes?
Bit of a point to prove as well, after I thought getting, and the stats agree, outmuscled a little by the Dolphins at times.
Yeah, I think so. Their pack, they were good. Geez, Jack DeBellin, he's hard to look at. Those one eye looking at you, the other one trying to find you. Geez, even on that photo there, geez, I wish he had been rubbed out of this game a long time ago, to be honest.
Not a fan. Yeah.
It just doesn't look like someone I'll get on with. Yeah.
Looking forward to this one Saturday night.
7:30, Parramatta, overcast. Probably, I reckon, 19
our
degrees.
time. Yeah,
is that 7:30 our time?
Yeah, so 5:30 kickoff Australian time. Second game on Super Saturday after Titans Raiders. We've had a bit of, and it seems a bit of a recurring theme in the last few rounds. We've had disproportionate trouble with them. the Eels have won 6 of the last 7 against the Warriors. And, we've had the last 2 seasons, we've been upset at home late in the season. We were there for the last one. Very frustrating affair. Almost came back late to win it, but it would have been an undeserved victory. On the positive note, our last visit to Combank Stadium was our first win over the Eels there, 46-10, late in 2023.
46-10, did you say?
Yeah, Luke Metcalf on fire. And
what's with this run of teams that have just been we're trying to get rid of hoodoos and teams that we've had bad luck with in the past, all of a sudden, the last few or 5 rounds. Jeez.
But we're knocking over these hoodoos, got the job done against the Titans, obviously the big one, 17-game losing streak against the Storm coming to an end. Also, just wanted to touch on, which I didn't before, Brad. We had that sort of reputation as struggling at alternate venues in New Zealand, a very much deserved reputation because our record was horrendous, like far worse than it was overall in Australia. But we've won 5 of 6 matches on home soil outside Mount Smart since Andrew Webster got here. And now we've won 4 matches at the Cape Tin in a row. And it's only one of 5 venues other than Mount Smart that we've ever won 4 or more in a row at. The others being Seabus Super Stadium with 7 in a row, and then also Sydney Football Stadium, Central Coast Stadium, Dolphins Stadium, which were kind of our surrogate home grounds during COVID. All won 4 there. So, good company.
The tide's turning.
Yeah.
The tide is turning. Shit. How do you see that? So I did get some weather for out west on Saturday at Combank, is it? Yeah.
Yep.
So Saturday, I got a little, I have to admit, I got a little confused time zone time. So I wasn't sure if I was getting, so it's 5 o'clock. Right. So I got this one. I done both of them. Because I didn't know what one it would be. Overcast, 19 degrees, and little to no wind. That sounds like a quick night across a paddock.
Yeah, good night to be our wingers and
free up.
Yep,
AKP.
Yeah,
lighten his defensive load because he started looking a little shaky in the weekend and start chucking the ball out to him and give him some space.
A couple of good jams from him though. He's I think he's making the most of his opportunity there and looking to really cement it. Very interesting.
It looks like Prince, like actual Prince, purple velvet.
Or maybe Prince from the Chappelle Show skit.
Yeah. I reckon he'd turn up on a fucking motorbike with a big high sissy bar for his chick on the back. Prince, Purple Rain. Yeah. AK Prince.
Oh, shit. Brady got I'll leave it up to you. I've actually seen it, so I won't guess. But your betting head-to-head market, we enjoy. Yeah, I know it's difficult, but
are we favourites? We'll be
we are favourites. Yeah,
I think we'll be $1.80, and then what does that make them? What does that make them?
That would be $2, I think, roughly. We're actually $1.60 favourites. So yeah,
and they're
at Combank. So yeah, interesting to see us as such warm favourites on the road, but we win well on the road these days, Brad. We had that loss at Cronulla, but other than that, we're what are we
tracking along nicely?
Yeah, 2 of 3 this year. Went really well on the road last year in Australia, so the travel factor holds no fears for us anymore. Nice. I think we'll get the job done pretty comfortably here against a tackle shy Eels team.
Yeah, that's what I'm going into this weekend feeling like as well. It's a long way away though, isn't it? Saturday. It's only Tuesday. Yeah, it's a long. Feels ages away. So much can change. Wonder what the price of diesel will be by Saturday. What else is going on this week, Will? Have you got any players or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got a little PlaceMakers Warriors legend for us.
It's just so soothing, that whistle.
Yeah. Just bear with me, Brad.
Right. What era?
We've gone 90s. We're going the Auckland Warriors era.
Auckland Warriors. Has it got a Parramatta tie?
It certainly does.
Oh, right. John Simon?
I did consider Johnny Simon.
Oh, okay. Johnny Simon. Lee Odenrine.
Oh, you've crushed it. Good work.
Yes, boy. See, I do know a little bit about footy, especially hot blondes on the wing.
There we go. So I can't really see that, can you?
You got it in paint. What were you doing to Lee, man? Is that in paint? What were you up to with Lee before the show?
Just doing a bit of artistic rendition of Warrior number 47, Lee Odenrine. So came to fame as a good work on remembering. He debuted at Parramatta there, Brad. He shot to fame by beating Martin of Fire in a match race, 100-meter sprint before. You wouldn't see that happen these days. 100-meter sprint against the great Martin of Fire before a Great Britain Parramatta match. He beat him. He's pretty much unknown, a rookie winger with a soccer background. And yeah, pretty patchy form, I think. It was
one-dimensional.
Yeah, a speedster.
Yeah,
with probably lacking in the nuances of rugby league, but he spent 4 years at Parramatta. Had a good year with the Gold Coast Chargers after leaving the Eels, and was snapped up by the Warriors for 1997. He was injured for most of that first year, but he came and the fan base turned on him because he wasn't getting any games. But he jumped in for the end of the year, scored 4 tries in the last 4 rounds, and then became a bit of a fan favourite. He won everyone over, played bit of a mainstay on the wing in 1998. In 1999, had some great times. He was actually a regular fill-in when Matthew Ridge was suspended, and went well at fullback. He had a hat trick and a win over North Queensland. And yes, what did he get? 8 tries that year, 8 tries again in 2000. He was, I think he switched between wing and fullback a fair bit that year as well, and a pretty handy contributor in a difficult era to be in the Warriors.
You probably told me during how many games and how many years? He seemed to be around a lot longer than I imagine or remember him being around.
Yeah, so 4 years at the Warriors, 61 games, 23 tries. That's the most he played anywhere. He went to the Cowboys in 2001 after the sort of Eric Watson led buyout, and he only got 3 games with the Cowboys on the wing. But I think he is one that really, particularly an Aussie import, and there was a lot of them during that era that kind of held the club together. Robbie Mears, Jason Deeth, John Simon, as you mentioned before, those sort of guys really, kept the club running when they had very little money to spend on, your high-profile players. One of those journeymen that did a really, really great job for the club. I think he stayed in New Zealand and became a cop from memory.
Oh, is that right? Oh, cheers, Lee.
Yeah,
serving us as fans and then serving our communities. And one Warrior number 1 before Aaron Whittaker. Am I right in thinking as well? Isn't Whittaker 48?
Yeah, was he? Yes, he was. So he must have been. Yeah, must have debuted just before our mate Aaron.
Whittaker must have been a bit shorter. They would have lined them up tallest to shortest, and Aaron would have been just behind Lee.
No, sorry, mate. You have to wait a week. Yeah,
48.
Yeah.
Out of it. Oh, Lee Odenrine. Good on you, mate. And
Fiona Tate just saying, good shout there, Brad. I'll just not any chance to use the jingle, but that is our Warriors PlaceMakers Legend of the Week, Lee Odenrine. Fiona Tate just letting us know that Stacey Jones done a podcast with Between Two Bears, so great stuff. They've already done some wonderful ones with ex-Warriors alumni like Matthew Ridge. That was a beauty. Also Cameron George earlier this year. Fantastic listen. I've been listening to the Matthew Ridge one last couple of days at work. Just put on a podcast when I'm sick of music, and it's a good wee listen. Those boys do it right.
Jeez whiz, they're good.
Mm.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
one day, eh? Maybe one day
Yeah.
we'll be in the presence of one of those two blokes.
Maybe. It was disappointing to find out the other day that they started in 2019, as did we.
Let's look at the worm. In cricket with the loss of wickets and that. Yeah, their worm would be way different to our worm.
Yeah,
our worm's literally a worm underground.
Not quite the steep trajectory that between two bears followed, but
slow burn, mate. Slow burn.
Yeah, tortoise in the hair and all that. Ben Levesque has asked for a Cliff Beverley PlaceMakers Legend of the Week. Geez, that's not a bad one. An old Cliff from that same era.
Who did he play? Did he play for anyone else that we can wedge him in there?
No,
just a warrior.
Yeah, just a warrior, I think.
Yep. Sorry, Cliffy. Good to us, my friend.
Nah, we'll get you in there somewhere, maybe during bye week, which next week. Yeah, so we won't be here for Teamless Tuesday next week. It'll be a nice little pre-record at some point. Geez, that'll be nice.
Yeah, you've got something covered, have you? Have you got something covered?
No, I haven't got anything locked in, so don't oversell it. Could just be me and you. But yeah, it'd be nice to be away from all the hustle and bustle of live podcasting for a week. A bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Be a human. All the fanfare just gets tiresome. Sweet. Oh, well, how did we do without Fonz? I know Fonz has been watching. It feels like almost an exam. But we were never here to dig deep. It's never been our game, has it? We've been here.
Not to the same level as the Fonz. So,
nah.
Yeah. Just
one of a kind.
Be the pulse of the fan base, I guess. And yeah, thanks for everyone that's joined in live, dropped in your comments and questions. Bit of Friday Beers probably coming at you on Friday
Beers. Go back and have a listen to that Aaron Whitaker. It's not just us talking game day stuff. He gets just lost in the yarns, doesn't he, on a couple of occasions there. And it's quite rare to listen to. Yeah, so go sniff that out and have a listen. And then when you do, the Instagram's still pretty funny. You've been keeping an eye on that, Will. It's hilarious.
Going up one, down two.
If you could just keep doing as little as possible there, as per, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Would hate it to gain any popularity.
Yeah, I imagine it getting to like 4 figures one day. How embarrassing would that be?
Yeah, that would suck. But anywho, right, I'm gonna go inside and do heaps.
Yeah, sweet. Enjoy, mate. What's on the menu tonight for tea?
I don't know. Trace is in there. I don't know. She's into one pot, man. I'm sitting there happily watching whatever I was happily watching, and then I get a phone in my face. What about this one pot video? So everything that can get chucked in a pot and cooked. So who knows? It's probably half a cabbage, Scotch fillet, 4 oranges, and 3 pounds of Lucozade.
Nice.
See how that? Yeah.
Lucozade, eh?
It's the binder, mate. It binds it. Who knows? It'll be something beautiful if I know my wife.
I think I've got some tacos on the way. Yeah, it should be good.
It is Tuesday, is it?
Taco
is this
Tuesday.
a thing? Do people only?
No, I don't know. That's purely coincidence. This is
quite
coincidence,
often that coincidence, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in, all our lovely listeners out there, particularly our paid subscribers, and especially our This Warriors Lifers founding members. We'll be back with you on Friday, and our content on game day, Kingz Container Crew player ratings, and a bit of a match report. Thank you to Kingz Container Crew, PlaceMakers, and new supporters, also giving you guys some free gear. No ugly. Get in there.
Remember,
into that competition.
Message
salty
in your
moment
salty
of the
moment.
week.
Yeah,
and you'll get a case of that sent out to you if you're the lucky winner. But yeah, it's great stuff. Look for it in your supermarkets or nougly.nz if you want to know more about that great product. But yeah, until next time, Brad, look after yourselves and each other.